Hello, I'm Adam Silk, the owner of Silk's Pest Control. I've been working in the pest control industry in Queensland for the past 10 years. Today in this educational video, I'd like to cover the topic of subterranean termites and the risks they pose to your home or investment property. So please, give me a few minutes of your time, as this information could potentially save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Termite damage is so widespread in Australia that the Australian government has even created a code of practice related to this pest. Termite activity is covered under an Australian standard, AS 3660.2. This code recommends that all structures have a termite inspection at least every 12 months. The CSIRO, the Australian Government Scientific Department, have performed studies in past years that indicate that subterranean termites can travel up to 100 metres in the soil from a nest. So what's this mean? One house with termites in a high density area could potentially spread a termite infestation to at least 10 to 15 of the neighbouring homes. Termites do millions of dollars in structural damage every year in Australia. It has been claimed they do more financial structural damage each year than fires, floods and storms combined. The risk is so high that termite damage is not covered under normal house and contents insurance. If you have a rental property, it is very important that you understand that quarterly property inspections that your rental agent performs for you does not cover termite activity. Termite inspections can only be performed in Queensland by a licensed timber pest inspector that holds a QBCC licence, like this. Make sure your inspector has held his timber pest licence for a few years, so you can be confident that they've got a good bit of experience behind them before they start inspecting your homes. A good experienced inspector will charge between $280 and $300 to perform a termite inspection on an average size home in Brisbane. When you consider that the average Brisbane home in 2015 is valued at $500,000, $300 is cheap for a bit of peace of mind. Termites can be found all over mainland Australia. There's over 300 species of subterranean termite. Only 6 of these are a threat to homes. In front of me here is a large native termite nest. Let's have a look inside this native termite nest. As you can see inside this native termite nest, you've got a combination of workers and soldiers. When you see the white termites, they're the actual ones that do all the damage. It's the workers that eat the timber. What you can see on this tree here are termite mud leads. Termite mud leads are what termites use to travel from point A to point B. Now if you ever see anything like this travelling over the side of a brick wall from the grass level up against the wall of the house, or you ever see it anywhere on a windowsill or anything like that around your house, do not touch it. Call an expert. Find a qualified pest control company. Ask for their termite technician to come out and perform an inspection for you. Whatever you do, do not open this. Do not hit it with fly spray, because we need the termites live and moving through these leads so that we can treat them and get an effective kill. Most homes in Australia have a timber frame, even brick homes. Now to save any confusion, the majority of brick homes still rely on the timber frame to form the structure. The brickwork is just an outer skin. From my experience, I consider brick homes to be a higher termite risk, as it is easier for termites to do hidden damage inside the wall before the homeowner even notices. There are 2 main things a homeowner should do to ensure that their home is safe from termites and to lessen the risk. Make sure every 12 months you have a termite inspection. Secondly, make sure that the chemical that's around the house is still in date. If you open your power box, inside the door of your power box, you'll find durable notices. These are stickers. These stickers relate to the product that was placed around the house when it was constructed and when the systems have been updated. These notices will say when the product was installed, what method was used, whether it was a chemical in the soil or a physical barrier placed in the house whilst it was being built, what the chemical was used, where it was placed, whether it was placed around the outside or under the house, how long that product lasts, when they recommend that the inspection should be done and how often, who installed the product, and a contact number to contact the company that last inspected and installed that chemical. Okay, now we're covering conducive conditions. Conducive conditions refer to things that attract termite activity to your home. One of the biggest magnets for termites is timber and ground contact, or timber and ground contact with moisture. That creates a situation called wood rot. Termites are attracted to decomposing timber. So if you have a choice between choosing a timber retaining wall or a concrete retaining wall, always go the concrete retaining wall, because eventually the timber will fail. Even if the timber was treated, it will eventually crack, allow moisture into it, and fail and need to be replaced. Make sure that your hot water systems aren't leaking water. The hot water overflow in older hot water systems tends to form a leak and will regularly, consistently drop water. Water and ground contact will attract termites. So regularly check this. If it's leaking, call your plumber and have them fix it. There's several things you can do around your home to lessen the risk of termites. Termites love moisture and ground contact, so try not to have dripping taps, air conditioning units or hot water systems. Try and keep ponds and pools away from the house. Try not to have any gardens up against the external walls of your house, because they will basically form a barrier over the top of a chemical treated zone that may be in place around the house to stop termites getting in. Definitely don't have any plants next to your house, because they'll attract and hold moisture. The plant root systems can also form a barrier to insulate the termites so they can travel through the treated soil and enter your house. So, what can a property owner do to lower the termite risk? Check for a durable notice in the power box. Make sure you have a current termite management system in place. Have your property timber pest inspected at least every 12 months. Get some timber pest insurance. Most licensed, experienced timber pest inspectors hold professional indemnity insurance and can, in most cases, provide termite damage insurance. The only requirement is that they have installed a termite management system in accordance with the Australian standards, AS 36602, and that they performed a regular termite inspection every 12 months. So that wraps up this educational video on termites. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you'd like me to perform your pest work or termite inspections in the Brisbane area, please let your agent know. For more information and advice, please go to our website, silkspestcontrol.com.au.